The following is a presentation of Playfly Sports Properties and Michigan State Sports Properties. Welcome, everybody, to This is Sparta. I'm your host, Jason Strayhorn, along with my co-host, Otis Wiley. Choo-choo's on assignment somewhere. We're tracking him down because he's looking for recruits all over. He's still recruiting. He's relentless in his recruiting.
Absolutely, he is.
Welcome to this special edition of Michigan State's 2023 signing class. This is like a draft, NFL draft. Have you ever seen one of those? I'm sure you have. But Michigan State is going to do similar things here today. They're going to be signing their class that will be eligible to play in the 2023 season. Otis, is going to be an exciting time. A lot of activity coming our way, right?
Absolutely, man. If you could flash back on when we were in our own element going into deciding where we're going to go and signing on the dotted line, it's one of those opportunities that this is a future step move for your family and your legacy. And so your high schools are all ecstatic, your friends, your family. But the next step, like you said, is now. So we've had some crazy news around the news today in the college football ranks, recruiting and flips and flops and all the drops. But this is looking forward to breaking down our class, who we have thus far.
Yeah, it's going to be a very exciting day. It's a life-changing day for us. So many young players across the country, but the ones we're paying attention to right now are the ones coming to East Lansing, and that's the ones that everybody wants to see here.
Beast Lansing.
Lansing. That's right. That's right.
Beast.
So we're waiting on, Michigan State is officially on the clock for the 2023 college football draft, if you will. What was that? The pick is in.
The pick is in.
All right. So with the first pick of the 2023 college football draft for Michigan State University, Michigan State signs Cole Dellinger out of Clarkston, offensive lineman. An absolute beast. Brother Garrett plays down at LSU, got him out of Clarkson, a four-star find. Somebody who's going to really be an integral part of that offensive line, probably projects more of an inside player in the future, maybe a center, which some of us know a little bit about, huh, Otis?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know it, but you know it. But I mean, you look at this guy's clips and film and tape, and you see a relentless mindset that he's just coming off firing off the ball. And you also see him catch a touchdown pass and kind of do a little okey doke to get into the end zone. And so, it's one of those opportunities to add some more depth to that front line, offensive line. And, we'll be good and ready to rock and roll with a new offensive lineman coming to Beast Lansing. Welcome to the Spartan Dog family, Cole Dellinger.
Welcome. And then after being on the road, recruiting, still trying to find and locate people, Jehuu Caulcrick makes an appearance on the live show. There he is.
Hey, it's hot. It's hot out in the streets here. Sources are coming in. It's a big day. So I had to, get in the spot, can't miss it. Live, you can be anywhere. I don't have, I was driving on the road. It's 1:00. Hey, we got to jump on. So 12 o'clock. We got to jump on. Let's get after it.
Like, don't even know what time it is. That's like
It's
Team
crazy.
Atlantic somewhere.
team no sleep. Oh, welcome, Jehuu. Whoa. Let's see here.
We just had our first signee, Cole Dellinger from Clarkston. That just happened. And now Michigan State's on the clock again, waiting on the next pick to come in. Well. Looks like it's right on time. With the second signing of the 2023 class, Michigan State gets Brennan Haracek, big tight end out of Dexter.
Yeah, I think Brennan is a guy who, you think about all the tight ends that we have coming in, from transfers to who we have on the roster now. And I believe that this is a future development kind of kid from our program. So like coming in, yes, he has the size, he has the frame. What they're going to obviously do is put some weight on him and get him stronger. But, he is an athletic tight end who shows some speed and also shows that he can be a versatile or a mismatch when it comes to being on the slot. But you got to put some weight on you to be able to block in the Big Ten. So this is a good pick for a future Spartan for our program that will be here for the long haul.
Yeah, definitely. He's gonna be an asset there, and I think you hit the nail on the head, Otis, when you said, this is someone that's gonna be here for the future. He's gonna come and he's gonna get, and I'm telling you, he's gonna make that gain in that summertime to add to his body. He has a nice frame to that he can add on. And Michigan State, we all know their training staff, Coach Guest and them, they do a tremendous job with the nutrition side of things, the weight side of things. They're going to put some weight on him. He's a kid that's going to contribute to special teams early, and then I think that he's going to be a formidable blocker and sneaking out into the pass game as well.
Yeah, I had a chance to meet this young man about a year ago in the spring at one of the Spartan Dog Cons. I think the first one, he was there. Huge frame for that young man. I mean, a legitimate 6'6", 250-ish pounds, great parents, great family, very athletic kid out of Dexter. There was some smoke being talked about around town that he may be a flip to the guys down the road. But as we see, with the second signing, Brennan Haracek sends in his paperwork for the National Letter of Intent. Congratulations, young man. Welcome to the Spartan Dog family.
Welcome. Man, I think we're back on the clock here. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, something that I love about these two guys that came in, they are Michigan guys. They're Michigan kids, so they understand what that rivalry means, with the school down the road. So they're going to come in ready for that. They're going to come in ready to represent because some of their teammates that they're playing with in high school are going to be at that school down the road. So they understand what that rivalry is. And that's something that I take to heart, and I love that aspect of it.
Absolutely. Good point.
Yeah, Dexter being pretty close to Ann Arbor and Clarkston being on the other side of the counties there, northern Oakland County. But Michigan State is on the clock again. Here we go. With the third signing of the 2023 class, Michigan State signs Andrew DePape, big-time defensive end out of Iowa.
That's a position that's needed. The depth on the defensive line is definitely needed. And you know what excites me about this kid? He's out of Iowa. That's a corn-fed boy that's going to come in there with work ethic, that mindset of ready to go. I'm excited to see what this kid can do. And I think like the tight end there, he's a kid that's going to have to add his onto size and, get into it. But I think that's not going to be an issue with a kid like him.
Man, the sun is shining on Jehu's face.
I know, right? I'm trying to figure out a good spot here for the sun here.
Staying warm. It's cold out here today. He talking about his sun shining. This is a good pickup, man. He's a guy who is long, has the size, but we needed some speed, and we needed to know that. You can always put a little bit of weight on and put some muscle on, but what you can't do is teach a little bit of speed and the mentality of the work ethic that he's going to bring to. So Jehu's having some.
I'm just trying to get the right angle to beam down on me here.
Oh man, but yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. And to that point of Iowa, we had another guy who came from Iowa who was a stud wrestler, coming to be our quarterback, and then he shipped out, transferred out, but Rocky, Rocky Lombardi, and just those guys know how to work. They know how to get their hands dirty, and they just know how to work. So excited to add him to the class of 23 class here.
Really looking forward to see what Coach Brandon Jordan, Marco Coleman, and Kevin Vickerson, when they get their hands on this young man, are able to do and mold him into. He's already got a lot of moves. He's relentless, and he's been one of our major recruiters, like even recruiting a little bit harder than Jehuu is right now, on the road, going after kids and filling up this class. I mean, everybody's excited about it. There you go, Mr. Bone Man. Yes,
the big boy.
Like that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's a position that I think that's going to be the one for 2023 season to keep an eye on, that defensive line there, because the cupboards are pretty bare on the defensive line side of things there. And these guys coming in, it's a great opportunity, come in if they're enrolling early, learn the system, learn what it takes to become, I don't want to say a pro, but the way that college football is now, it's a, professional game now. Learn what it means to be a pro, and, and hopefully they can have an opportunity to play early.
Absolutely. I think we got another one in, my brothers.
Got another one in, another pick. This time out of the transfer portal, Michigan State gets the firm commitment from Jonathan Kim out of Fredericksburg, Virginia, North Carolina kicker.
Oh, man. I'm just going to let Jay talk about it because, clearly this is his expertise besides being a running back.
I told you on the Tuesday show, I said every kicker has a clean slate with me. Welcome, Mr. Kim. Hopefully you are him as well. Hopefully you can, come in there, prove yourself, get kickers back in the good graces of Choo Choo. And welcome to East Lansing. It's going to be a little different from North Carolina, kicking the ball in October, November, December. It's a little different. So that weather, we'll see how it takes a play in his kicking game.
Absolutely. I mean, look, we just need consistency. That's all we ask, man.
That's all we ask.
That's all we ask for.
That's all we ask. Be who you are.
Yep. Boot that thing. That's what I said.
All about up here. That's it.
Absolutely.
All about up there.
And they coming in quick. Coming in hot.
They're coming in real hot. All right. With the next pick of the 2023 Michigan State football class, Michigan State selects Samar Melvin out of Pembroke Pines, Florida, defensive back transfer from the University of Wisconsin.
Man, we talked about this earlier, Stray. This guy, he likes to hit, man. And I think that's where you get an opportunity to knowing that we're losing Xavier Henderson, we're losing KB, who were our guys out there in the back end just coming up and hitting. This is going to be a good opportunity to show what he can do for the green and white. Has familiarity with our guy, Coach Saeed Khalif, and just an opportunity to come over here and get a clean slate and just see what he can do for us. And so I love that Coach Barnett gets a guy who has some already experience in the Big Ten and knows what to expect and what to see out there. So hopefully he come in and fit right where he needs to be with the culture of Spartan defensive back mentality. And so welcome Samar. Welcome to the Spartan Dog DB crew, baby.
Yes, the no-fly zone. Hopefully we can get back to those days. But the thing that I'm really excited about this kid is, one, he's a kid from Florida. And you've been in the locker room with athletes from Florida. They have that swag to them. They have that confidence to them. And the second thing that really excites me about this kid is the fact that he had the opportunity at Wisconsin to be coached by Coach Jim Leonard. Jim played that position. He was in the secondary. He was very good at it, the schemes that he runs. So I think he's going to be coming in with some good habits already developed, and it's only going to be fine-tuned by Coach Barnett, which is, we all know Coach Barnett's one of the best in the country, with the secondary. So I'm excited for this kid. I think he's going to be one of those kids that have the opportunity to make an early impact, especially in that secondary.
And with what Amir Speed and Ronald Williams have departed, so he's going to have a lot of opportunity, if you think about it, Otis, to play early in East Lansing. So we're going to have Michigan State back on the clock, and with the next pick, I mean, they're rolling. Not wasting any time. Michigan State selects out of Texas, Jalen Smith, wide receiver. Got some speed. It's big playability, guys.
Man, I looked at his film some more, and you mentioned this. I don't know if it was you, Stray, or Choo Choo, that this guy truly looks like number one. Our guy Jay Reed, like on the field, he had a run or a catch on the sideline. You know how Jay Reed always does that little kick when somebody's trying to get that last tackle. He kind of kicks that leg up to get the hurdle. It's like the back hurdle, not the front hurdle. He had the same. It was almost the same motion, same mannerisms, and then that's why I feel like Coach Hawkins says, "Hey, this guy looks like something that we already had." And as you know, our receivers, man, like they are held to a high standard, and this guy looks like he can come in and work. And you coming from Houston, them boys can fly. We talk about Florida coming down and flying, but them boys in Houston can fly. So looking forward to seeing him join forces with our guy Keon. No more Neon. It is Keon Coleman, Trey Mosley, to see how he fits in very well with those guys.
Yeah, you're 100% right. This is a guy that he has similarities to Reed did, but I think he's faster than Reed. He's a guy that he can be a big play threat, a deep threat to stretch the defense out there, and it's going to open things for a lot of guys. And another thing that's going in his advantage in the way that college football has been molding and shaping the past few years. This kid, if he plays his card, he has the opportunity to come in and play right away. So he's going to be an impact player in 2023 for the Spartans.
Absolutely.
Yeah, with the loss of Jeremy Bernard, obviously that number one is going to be gone as well. So there's going to be some ability, some holes for him to fill if he's going to be able to adapt. And I know that Coach Hawkins is the guy that can get it done for him. And Michigan State back on the clock as we continue in the 2023 Michigan State football class.
There we go. It's not official till you get the sound.
It's not official, yeah. Someone could get to the phone quick enough, man.
They got it. The fax has just come through, hot off the presses. We got a big fella, KEYSHAWN Blackstock. This is what we're talking about right here. Offensive lineman out of Georgia, number one JUCO tackle.
Big get for the Spartans with this kid. We talked about, we talked about just Mr. Smith, who we just spoke about, stretching the defense. We have a quarterback coming in. It means nothing if we can't protect up front. You know that 100%, Stray, that everything starts with the offensive line. And this kid coming in, he's a true plug-and-play player. He's going to come in. He has the size, and I believe he has the athletic ability. You can speak more to this, Stray, but, I think this is a big get for Michigan State. It's a kid that can come in and make an impact early on.
Oh, without question. I mean, this is a guy who's athletic. He's 6'5", about 315 pounds, 320. He's very flexible. He can bend, he can get low. He can protect around the edge. He's also stout enough to be able to play on the inside. A guy that truly can come in day one and be able to play at that right tackle or left tackle spot, depending on where he's most comfortable. You see a lot of film of him playing in all four positions. And by that, I mean, both guards and both tackles. So this is a guy who has the versatility, and he really likes Coach Cap. They have a great relationship, and Coach Cap is primed and ready to get this guy ready to play on Saturdays for the green and white.
We need him. That's all I can say. We need him. We're gonna go to one of the comments that somebody said that Jay, you looking like he's about to meet one of his sources. In the parking lot.
In the parking lot.
Who said that?
The Untitled Beer Ranking Show. He's going to be one of his sources.
I am getting it done by any means necessary, I am going to be here. I'm a man of the people, for the people. I will find a way to get to the people.
Yeah.
Right. Jehu's out here trying to flip some of those 5-star recruits that we've been hearing about that going to those schools. They've been chasing those bags. So what you got in the back seat there, Jehu?
Hey, maybe getting set up for the Rick signing parties.
Bring them the Ricks. Some of these guys are old enough. Other ones, not so much.
Yeah, they're not coming from Canada when they're 21 already.
19, you know.
Another comment, one of our Jay, you got the bag.
Bag man tutu.
Oh, man.
Man.
That's a good one.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Well, we
All
are.
Right. Michigan State's back on the clock. We got big fellas coming in. We got some athletes. All right. With the next signee for the 2023 Michigan State football class, we are just skipping over people.
Yeah,
That's all right. No. Adamola Filet, tight end out of Brockton, Massachusetts, transferred from Norfolk State.
This guy, an African brethren of mine, come on in. I got the fufu and soup. I got the palava sauce, the okra sauce. You see my accent now. My African accent's coming out now from my man here. We come on in, my brother. We gonna take care of you. No, but this kid's gonna be good. He's a long, lanky kid. I think he needs to add some more mass to himself there. But it'll be interesting to see how this tight end thing shakes out, because Michigan State's turning out to be tight end U. So it'll be very interesting to see how it all plays out in the tight end room. It's going to be a very, very intense and interesting spring. So we'll have to keep an eye on that.
All right, Jehu. Now I've been hearing, my sources are texting me right now about one of your guys. Now the pick should be coming in soon, hot off of the fax machine. Michigan State selects now out of the University of Connecticut transfer Nathan Garbage Man Carter, Jehu's boy.
Yes,
Jehu's boy,
running back.
I spoke to Mr. Carter yesterday. Told him, hey, talking you up on the podcast. You're a Western New York guy. You got that, as they're saying, Detroit here with the Lions now, that grit. Sell me short here. You gotta deliver. He said, I got you. And I said, Spartan Nation is looking forward to having you be a part of that community. He said he can't wait to step foot on campus and get to work. So he's a worker. He's ready to go.
Oh, so what you're saying is you told him, don't let me down.
Don't let me down.
Because I spoke you up so highly.
Don't let me down, boy.
Exactly. 100%.
Absolutely.
That's all I love.
That's all I love, man. But this kid is, I think he's a humble guy, as you can see just from his upbringing. We talked about him being a pastor's kid, living, his faith out, which is great with the Athletes in Action. I saw that, some of his pictures there. But this kid is a guy that's going to elevate our running back room, and so we'll see how this goes. And the Big Ten is ready for you, my brother. So welcome, Mr. Carter, to the Spartan Dog family.
Welcome. And Michigan State continues down the page of all this talent that's being acquired. It's a talent acquisition business. Don't ever forget that. And with the next signing for the 2023 football class for Michigan State signs Isaiah Johnson, wide receiver out of Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah, we talked about these guys, man. These guys are some speedsters, right? We talk about putting speed and putting mismatches out there. And so, look, anybody that comes in that Coach Hawk brings in, I got full faith in them, because clearly Coach Hawkins has a player personnel breakdown that he sees these guys fitting well in our offense, but also in the culture of what we do as a wide receiver crew. So looking forward to see him and what he does for the green and white.
Yeah, with the way that the college football landscape is shifting here, it's explosive plays is going to be the what gets it done. So getting guys in that can make these explosive plays is key. And there's another guy added to the wide receiver room. Just like the tight end room, the wide receiver room is something to keep an eye on in the spring as well to see who's going to emerge.
Absolutely.
Very fast kid too. This is the 4.4, sub 4.4 type of guy right here that has a lot of wiggle and acceleration. So always got to have speed, because speed does what, guys? Speed
kills.
It does 100%.
It kills and shows those thrills, my baby. You feel me?
All right, for the next facts coming in, hot off the presses, Michigan State's new pick is in out of the Motor City, Detroit.
Detroit,
Aztec, defensive lineman. Here's a stud, guys.
Stud. Did you all see his announcement, his video? I try to get it in here. So did his video, and he got the king chair, like king on the throne chair that's got the purple leather suede, or is it pleather, whatever it is. It looks good. He had Takis all on the table, so that he got an NIL deal from Takis about his business, and he coming from the east side of the state, ready to rock, man. And I think when you talked about in-state talent, this is a big get for us. He committed earlier of the season, and it was a huge, not shock, but it was a huge get for us that kind of put us into the talking ranks of our class being ranked very high. And so knowing the rivalry, knowing that he has teammates, he's played against people that are going to be playing down the road, it just elevates this game and elevates Michigan State Spartans in our defense, because we need guys that are going to go out and get it and be some dogs. And this guy is a straight dog. So welcome, JT. Welcome to the squad, my brother.
Welcome. You can't say it any better than that. Once again, an in-state kid understands what it means, to don that, he's going to understand and earn that jersey, that green and white jersey there. But I like the swag. I like the enthusiasm that he's coming in with. He's a kid that committed early, stuck with his commitment. That's something to say, in this day and age. But, excited to have him, part of Spartan Nation. I think he's a kid that, like I said, we have those needs at the defensive line position. He's going to be a kid that can come in and hopefully make an impact early.
Right, rounding out the regions. You got Clarkston to the northeast. You've got Dexter down a little southwest a little bit, and the metro area, now Detroit. Speaking about west, we're going way out west now. Sean Brown, defensive back out of Simi Valley, California.
Man, they say the West Coast is the best coast. This guy, looking at from safety to safety, looking at him, he looks like, that Sade song, Smooth Operator. We used to sing that.
Will you put his picture back up?
Yeah.
I'm getting some X vibes there.
Oh, we get some Xavier Henderson.
That look like X a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, you looking at his
son.
Right. You're looking at his back pedal, man. Like, Coach Barnett teaches, you got to be cool, basically. Go to cool school. So when you're covering deep and it's a long post or a deep route, you got to go to cool school, be cool, calm, and collected to make the play on the deep ball. And he's a ball hawk, and he's also a guy who you can tell is comfortable with his back pedal and handling his weight and his frame. And so Coach Barnett's got a guy coming, and I know he's excited to get a hold of Sean Brown and get him accustomed to what we're born and bred to do, is to knock some heads off, man, and take that ball to the crib when we get interceptions. Welcome to the squad, Sean Brown.
Sean Brown. Yeah. Definitely, and he's going to be coached by one of the best. He's going to get better and better each year. So welcome. Like I said, I'm getting some X vibes from him there. So hopefully he has the heart of Xavier and, and have that dog mentality and ready to go.
Man, look, I got to go. I got to show some love to one of the comments, because that he's been with us from the start. But Steve Smith said, hey, this is his favorite podcast. He wants us to be the biggest and most successful.
Oh, we love that, Steve.
Man,
Steve Smith 313. Appreciate it.
Hey, from the east side, baby. Look, you know he love it when we get those Detroit guys in the green and white.
Right.
Vibes.
And then facts. Look, facts.
Milano.
Awesome.
Marlon.
Then Marlon said we got to bring back that no-fly zone back.
Oh, yeah.
Marlon's also one of the OGs for this is Sparta. So give Marlon a shout out to Marlon. Stays in there. Stays trying to clown me low key though. I got you, Marlon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Those guys are the biggest recruiters, biggest fans. They're going to recruit more people.
Absolutely.
More subscribers, because I mean, hey, it's going to be a big years to come. For
Amen to that. Amen to that. Amen to that. Let's see. We got.
I don't know if it's official. I don't hear the chime, so I don't know if it's official.
Oh, you don't hear it?
It's in.
It's in.
It is in. Michigan State now signs Sam Leavitt, quarterback, 4-star.
Oh, gunslinger.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man.
Committed to Washington State, now a Spartan officially, gentlemen.
Yes, he left Washington. He didn't want to be a Cougar. The only Cougar we want is older women. But yes, he's a Spartan now. This kid has a strong arm, a big arm, and all those receivers that we're bringing in that have speed. And we talk about stretching the defense, with that speed offensively. This is a kid that can do that. And, like I said, on Tuesday's show, if I'm Coach Tucker, I'm opening up the quarterback competition. I'm sure he's going to do that. And, everyone has a chance to play. Everyone has a chance to go right away. But this kid's going to be, a stud coming in. He could make an impact early if he has that right mindset and the ability to pick up and learn the offense, see how quickly he does it. My question is, in that graphic there, in high school, whenever he wore number 10, we already have a number 10 there. So what's going to happen?
I ain't never seen a young guy come in and take a jersey from an older guy. I've never seen that happen.
Unless the older guy's like, hey, respect, you can carry the torch. I will get a clean slate and get a new number. So I can. No.
Would you have done that? Would you have done that, Otis?
Well, look, I was balling, coach. That's me and my work. 21. No, baby. Look, I was prime, man. I loved prime. That 21, I was like,
right.
Hey.
No, this is gonna be something to watch, because we know we talk about hopefully we're transparent with our quarterback room, but this spring, this summer, this offseason is gonna see how we do with this quarterback crew. So spring game, this offseason is gonna be a huge testament to where we're at after this season, what just happened. But then leading into the offseason, I would want us to have some type of direction on who is our guy. Are we sticking with our guy leading into the offseason? Because you don't want to go into offseason summer with a question mark on who is our guy. Because I do. You do?
Yes. Let them battle it. I don't want.
So we're battling till the first game.
Till the first game.
Oh, look, that's when you're a running back. All right.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! You got two quarterbacks. That means you got none. So we'll see.
We already got our QB.
Another pick is in for the next signing of the 2023 Michigan State football class. Jalen Barberin, JB,
he said 1,000%. See, that's what I like, man.
These kids, running back.
These kids, man, I like when you 1,000% that he's locked and loaded. One, I like the little snow frosty he got on this thing, even though you see the sunshine in the background on that graphic. This guy is we talked about these Jalen and JB being one of those guys that we had to go out and get. We had to go out there and flip. He fully, one of the guys that we thought we might lose. But this is a good add-in, man. We got not role players, but these guys fit what we need immediately.
Yeah, got that
Definitely.
body type, that speed, huh, JU?
Yeah, with the way that college football is by committee. You got to do it by committee now, and they'll be able to change the game up. And depending on how who our quarterback is, there's a lot of different creativity that Coach Johnson can come up with now with different packages designed, specifically for a guy that's in the backfield. So, and what that's going to do is going to put strain on the defense to spend extra time, game planning and prepping for who's in the backfield.
This is true. I mean, it makes you take up more practice time defensively when you have threats like that. You got 5 or 6 tight ends that may be in the ball game at any time. You got fast running backs. You got hammers like the garbage man, JU's boy. And then now you add a piece like Barberin, who's fast as lightning. You just don't know what you're going to get, But like now we're getting to the dog territory now. Oh, boy. Michigan State is now on the clock, and the pick is in for the 2023 football class. Michigan State selects a transfer out of Florida State, big boy, Jackson, defensive lineman, Jarrett Jackson, Rivera Beach, Florida. 6'6", 300+ pounds, guy that can pound him in the middle.
And you see that what they said there was just got bigger and better. And you talk about that defensive lineman in Florida State, man, those Seminoles, man, they always got size and speed. And coming up here, that's what we need, man. And we weren't slow. We just wasn't getting home as frequent as we are used to, right? And so this is a guy that could completely change that tide and kind of hopefully make the guys that are existing on our roster rise up. But we got some speed added on that D lineman, man, and I can't wait to the quarterbacks feel the rage and the wrath of this cat right here coming to the green and white.
Double J, ain't I great? I heard. Welcome to the green and white. I think he's gonna, add to that defensive line. He's gonna be a kid he's gonna play right away. So he's gonna be an impact player. He's gonna play. It's a little different ball game, from the ACC to the Big Ten. And I think he's gonna bring some of those factors of the finesse moves. And I think he's a kid that Coach Jordan is gonna, have a field day working with.
Well, question. Can't wait to see him and like a Derek Harmon lining up next to each other. Going to eat up a lot of blocks, going to get a lot of attention on the inside, freeing up some of those outside rushers and linebackers to get home, just like you guys are talking about. And continuing the trend for the 2023 football class for Michigan State, the next signing out of Boise State, tight end Ty Neal Hopper, Roswell, Georgia. Guy's going to come in here. He's got a lot of ability to stretch the field, a playmaker from the tight end position.
Yeah, he's going to be an added weapon there in the blocking game, and also going out for routes. So I think it's a good ad. We're we keep laughing about it. We have a ton of tight ends. What tight end sets. Yeah, 22 sets, jumbo goal line, 21. That's all you're going to be seeing. How are we going to be able to do that?
Jay, you coming like heavy.
Jumbo. Getting after it. That's that. And if I'm a running back in this class, I'm licking my chops because I'm seeing the right now. Hey, we're bringing in a ton of tight ends. We're bringing in some speed. What that's going to do, it's going to spread things out, and I should have the ability to eat out of the backfield.
Without question. It's going to be interesting. A lot of tight ends. That rounds out the tight end room, I believe, for right now. Woo! For the next signee for the 2023 Michigan State football class, Eddie Pleasant is official. Defensive back out of Tampa, Florida. This is a playmaker right here.
Man, listen, I just got goosebumps about this one. This kid is he's out there just nagging and grabbing and coming up and hitting and this is what Mel loves from that DB corner spot, is someone who is going to be physical, but is smart to know when to be the most physical, right? Like everything is not a knockout shot. Sometimes you got to be strategic and you got to go for the legs, which JU knows that I'm I'm king on sometimes when I can't take my body, I can't give up my body to for I got a longevity, I got a future, right? So this guy is coming from a defensive secondary or defense from high school, transitioning to us, and I think it's going to be one of those guys that is going to be battle tested. The guys are currently on our roster, but I feel like he can come in and make an immediate impact. And it's all about just getting accustomed to our playbook, Coach Hazelton style, Coach Barnett. But I think he has the skill set and the mindset to take that leap and immediately make an impact.
I agree 100% with you. I think he can make an impact right away. I'm excited about this kid. He's a heavy hitter. He gives me, Spartan fans might remember this name, Nehemiah Warwick vibes with the way that he can hit.
Oh, that Wisconsin one. Hey, first of all, let's flashback. That was a fumble. I scooped it up and I was running, and that dude was snoring after Nehemiah knocked him out. Night. That's before Kevin Hart. You ever go night?
Right.
Yeah.
I remember that hit. I was there. That was a big time hit, man. And now we got another one coming in, gentlemen. Rounding out this class for right now in the 2023 Michigan State football class. Michigan State now makes it official by Job. Probably the top player in this class. An absolute monster off the edge of Norman, Oklahoma.
Hey, how close is this to your farm, Jehuu?
What part of Oklahoma is he from?
Norman.
Look, in the background of the Sooners, bro. That's a big grab.
That's him from Boomer Sooner country.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what makes this even bigger is because Brent Venables went back to Oklahoma. He's a defensive minded guy and everything like that. And hey, this kid, to answer your question, Norman's about 30 miles away, from Minko, where my cattle is. So
if you ever need Arby's, we have the meats. Jehu's got them all. Just send us that.
Jehu has bags and beef.
Bags of beef.
Bags of beef. For choo-choo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this is a big get for the Spartans. Really excited for this kid. Really excited for him to step foot on campus and make it real. Make it real. We talk about people signing, having a good time. Right now, this is the honeymoon stage for all these recruits out there. You're still in the honeymoon stage. Once you step foot on campus, your first winter workouts, that's when it gets real. That's when you really start learning to become a dog. And it's not for everybody. It is not for everybody, but the ones that make it, the ones that survive that, they're going to be the ones that show out on Saturdays, and they're going to get the love from Spartan Nation.
So I recall, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's no longer those dog mornings of the brisk 5 a.m., 6 a.m. winter conditioning. So it's, you just got to bring the biggest, thickest coat, survive in advance, like they say. But this is ready for it, man. I think this is good future move that we got this guy, because we've been on him for a long time, man. I'm sure, and you talked about our last episode, you got to shield and field everybody from coming to tamper or to show him something that we haven't shown him. And luckily, we got him signed on the dotted line. It is signed, sealed, delivered. He's ours. Welcome. I
got calls from people in Oklahoma talking about, oh, you guys got that. He's the number one guy out of Oklahoma. They're excited. People out there are excited about him coming to East Lansing.
This shows you the Brandon Jordan effect. Honestly, this is 100% the effect of him being on this staff. He has coached this young man as a young player. Guys that Brandon Jordan has brought on as as young coaches continue to mentor the young man by Job. So this is we're seeing is paid dividends. This out of the box kind of pick as a coach, Brandon Jordan, to come in as a pass rush specialist. This is something that came out of the mind of Mel Tucker. So people are always wondering, they're in this instant coffee world that they think that things are going to happen overnight. I like how that head coach at the Jets said that this instant coffee society It takes time. And now you are starting to see the impact of what having a guy like Brandon Jordan on staff will do. Top 40 player by Joe. And guess what top 40 players know? Who they hang out with. Other players of that caliber. And look to next year's class. There's some guys that are on the radar for 24 that are very close to By Joe and watching his signing at Michigan State. And they want to play next to him. So stay tuned for that. And I'm sure by now, Michigan State has one more pick in. Oh, we got people talking here.
Yeah, we got people talking. I mean, look, this is a good one. Like, we got the number one from Michigan, from Oklahoma, from Iowa, and Spartan Nation. If you're tuning in right now, and if you watch this as we wrap up, you have to treat these kids like royalty. You have to support them through the good, the bad, the ugly, so that word travels. Your peer reviews is truer than anything right now, is that we have to have a great experience in East Lansing, Beast Lansing, so that they don't, after year one, hit the portal. So that's our deal. That is our responsibility, is to treat these guys with the most utmost Spartan love that we need to. So let's see. Let's go to, we got one more. We got two more.
Two. Okay. Yes. Blocking out the sun down in Alabama in the shadows of Tuscaloosa and Auburn.
The dirt roads and clay, man.
Rammel, offensive lineman, comes to Michigan State. It's official. Welcome to the family, Stan.
Man, this dude is you saw this dude in person. You saw this dude in person?
No. I haven't seen him in person. I know a lot of people who have.
What's the actor who was on Longest Yard? That big dude. Like, he reminds me of, like, his shoulders. Like, if he gets onto a plane, if that small little jet, he's bending down, he's walking, and both shoulders are touching each side of the plane. Like, this dude is
telling me if NFL isn't in his future, the WWE definitely.
Oh
is.
Man, look, we got to go ahead and tell Malik Carter to get get him that WWE deal right now.
Yeah.
This Coach Tucker has been he's been on this guy for ever, right? Like, he's almost like a second father to this kid. We talked about they're down there. They brought everybody down there to go spend time with him. Like, listen, man, I know you right here in the backyard of that Roll Tide. Don't switch up. Let's stick it to it, and we're gonna make you who you want to be in the green and white. So this is a big grab. This is a big grab that we need to round out what we already have in the future of our offensive linemen.
Oh man, I mean, it's a huge get. This is somebody who has the frame, the length that you just cannot teach, the athleticism, a guy that once he gets under the tutelage of Coach Cap, when he gets there, he's going to be a natural fit at tackle, either side of the ball, right side or left side. This is a guy who projects to be a NFL talent, a day one type of player, as long as he continues to develop and get the strength that we know that he can get. I mean, he's built. These kind of players, these kind of athletes just don't grow on trees. And good to have him, I think, out of the New York area, moved down to Alabama. His school won like 4 consecutive state titles. This is a guy who's been around and understands the importance of the game. He loves the game. And, man, did you see that dinner, that spread that they had out there for Coach Tucker and the coaches when they went and did that home visit?
Wait, what was it? Was it like
oh my God! I mean,
all you can eat, all you can eat.
Thing.
Fogo de Tao.
Now you're a Spartan dog. You got to have this Sparta come to your crib. Stan.
Absolutely.
But this is what we're gonna do, and JU's gonna, host and put on a show for everybody because it's JU. That's what he does.
Yeah, well, JU, when that meat coming, man? Pause.
Yeah, definitely pause.
You gonna bring a side of beef.
We're gonna get the steaks. We're gonna get everything rolling, rocking and rolling here. Definitely.
So JU, we just had Stanton Ramil sent in the paperwork from Alabama down south, baby. We coming up to the beach.
Oh, JU had to get off for a second because he had to drop off.
He had to go exchange. Yeah, he had to go
He's
exchange.
flipping another kid. We'll talk about that in the next show.
Lots happening, a lot of movement here. But yeah, definitely having a kid from Alabama. They love football in Alabama. This kid's gonna love football. Like we when Coach Izzo was talking and we were at that 35th inning there, he said he like it, love it, or live it. I think if you're coming from Alabama, you must live football if you decide to play football.
Without question. And then rounding out the class right now, the leader in the class, a 3-time captain at IMG Academy. For those who don't know, that's one of the best high schools in the country. Barring playing some cupcakes, they do play a lot of tough talent. And 3-time captain, linebacker from Virginia, Jordan Hall, is the guy who's going to be a big-time leader and a guy who's going to challenge to play a lot of snaps as a true freshman.
Out of all the high school kids that are coming in to East Lansing in this class, I think Jordan Hall is the most ready to play right away from those high school kids, because the environment that he comes from, the way that they go at IMG, it's a football bred school that gets you ready for the next level. It's a commitment when you go to IMG. That's a full commitment that you're there for school and football. All the outside fluff and everything's out the window. It's there because you want to play at the next level. And I believe, they got him ready to play at the next level. And he's going to be a kid that I think that can come in and challenge, because he has the body, he has the frame for it, he has the mind for it, and also he has the knowledge, because the coaches, IMG, gets you ready for that because they're high-level coaches. It's not your social studies teacher who takes a stipend check to coach football as well. This isn't what it is.
Look, that's the state of education from state to state, man. Like it's a difference, man. Florida, Texas, California, they're different.
Yes.
They're built different. Well, we talk about, the people that are around him. His mom, Mama Hall, has been for us, with us every step of the way.
100%.
She put out here, I don't feel like I'm losing a son today. I feel like I'm gaining 100 plus more sons and 11 more brothers and coaches and a full handful of extended family members in the MSU staff, by my son officially signing on the dotted line today to become a Spartan dog for life. Go green. So look, we just confirmed it's not facts, it's expressed. Like you said in the UPS. We confirmed.
It's in there. It's official.
But
welcome to the family.
All right, welcome to the family. But you talk about parents who have been supportive of their son, but also holding their son to a standard of, you made a commitment, you need to stick with it. And we talk about integrity. Now, the best part about this was we know he was getting flipped. We know people was knocking at the door, sending him this, sending him that. So for him to stay the course, knowing that sometimes you got a little glit, you got a little shine, you got a little gold over here, but let me stay on the green and white world. Ooh, you like that, too? You like that, too?
He has a great family. I mean, Jordan Hall, I had the pleasure of spending time with him and his family throughout the season. At IMG, I was at every game with him, his mother, his grandmother, M1, M2, his sister, his father, and and his former coach and uncles. A lot of people around him that love him dearly, and you can tell why he's such a leader. It's because of the support that he has around him, and I can't wait to see those folks in East Lansing on every football Saturday coming up here soon, guys. It's going to be exciting to have the Hall family part of the Spartan family.
Take care of them, Spartan Nation. Take care of them. You saw that letter from, that goes to speak, that message that Mama Hall wrote and posted there. That shows the integrity that's coming into East Lansing. So if you guys see her out there tailgating, hey, Mama Hall, come in. Go take a cornhole, have a brat, have a, whatever it is that you
listen,
listen,
Mama Hall better not buy a meal in East Lansing. Not one meal. Not one.
You know where the tailgate is at. You know where the tailgate is at. Papa Wiley is right there on the south end zone, near the street. Catfish, chicken, gumbo, fried turkey, steaks, anything you want.
Just don't ask for your steaks well done.
Oh yeah, look, that is that's a crime. It's a crime. That's a crime.
That's an absolute crime. All right, guys. Hey, look, I know that later on we're going to see if there's any surprises that happen. I mean, but that is the majority of the class right there. Michigan State has done a great job. No surprise pull-away flip kids that left their class, as we've seen happen in the past. So that's a testament to how good the Michigan State coaches have been in contact with these players throughout the process in this crazy NIL and transfer portal era that we are in. We're right in the middle of it right now. So, guys, I mean, we got to take hats off to them. We're going to bring Corey Robinson from 247 Sports on in a few hours to kind of go through this class a little bit more in depth. And I know he talks to these players all the time and their family, so we'll get some analysis from him. We'll talk about when that time will be a little bit later on, guys. But any last words before we sign off for right now?
Go green.
Go white. This is a good class, man. That's all I could say. And I look forward to seeing a little bit more news and breaking down each player with our guy Corey. But this is a solid class for those who doubt it.
It's a quality. It's a quality.
Quality.
Quality
top
over
25
quantity.
Class. Top 25.
Yes.
Haven't been there.
Those who doubt it, man. Coach Tucker and staff have been working, even with those doubters and those naysayers in front of them talking this or that. They have been going to work. So this is a testament to the class that they put together in this crazy world of recruiting. They put together a solid class. So appreciate this. It was a good one, guys. Loved it.
All
right. Just for now, have a good rest of your day, and we'll be back soon. Have a good day. God bless, and go green.
Go white.
This is Sparta MSU as a combined presentation of Playfly Sports Properties and Michigan State Sports Properties. The show is produced by Pete Menez with additional support from Tony Costella. Operations and social media support is provided by Alicia Strayhorn with support from Cecily Max Brown. On-location technical support is provided by Good Fruit Video. Be sure to follow our hosts Jason Strayhorn, Jehuu Caulcrick, and Otis Wiley on social media. To stay up to date with all the latest, this is Sparta News. Please like and subscribe by visiting our link tree and tell a friend to do the same. Thank you for your support, and as always, go green.